Next topic is technology missions. Technology missions. What do you mean by mission mode? Just write one line over there. Mission mode generally implies that the project has clearly defined objectives. The project has clearly defined objectives, scope, implementation timeline, and monitorable outcome. Monitorable outcome means quantitative outcome. So mission mode generally implies that the project has clearly defined objectives, scope, implementation timeline, and monitorable outcome. Okay, so in this different parts will be there, like research and development. Okay, so R&D you can talk about. So basically you need to develop better quality of seeds, right? So R&D. Then agricultural extension, like that lab to farm gap, right? That you need to fill, lab to farm gap, etc. So here that is just understanding about technology mission. So mission mode you just need to understand. So R&D is very important. Agriculture extension you can write under that, and various support. You can, one more point you can write, incidental support. Incidental support. Now the most important one that we need to discuss here is green revolution. So my objective is basically discuss about this one only. So the question will be asked in mains. Chances are so high. Green revolution. So already we know what is green revolution and everything, but just for the formality I'm covering it. So it refers to, you know, the context in which we went for green revolution, right? See, during that 1965 time we were facing acute food shortage, and 1966 we actually stopped the 5-year plans and we went for annual plans, 67, 68, 69, that time annual plans, focusing mainly to improve food security. And then we went for this green revolution under Swaminathan, and we achieved food security, and in fact from a food scarce country we became food rich country. So during this time when the war was also going on, so there was a famine also, and US stopped sending us food packets. Okay, under public license PL 480 scheme we used to import food or wheat from US, but that was a subsidized wheat, but they stopped sending us to pressurize us. But in this context only we went for green revolution. So just write one line there. It refers to sharp increase in production of food grain. It refers to sharp increase in production of food grains in India in late 1960s, in late 1960s, due to adoption of HYV seeds, high yielding variety seeds, HYV seeds. So 1966, what you need to connect here is actually the 5-year plan ended, right? And then we didn't went for the 5-year plan. In fact, we went for annual plan. So 1951 to 56, 56 to 61, 61 to 66, right? So this is the first plan, this is the second plan, and then third plan. After this, after third plan, there were 3 planned holidays. So here we went for annual plans. We were focusing on food security, and we went for green revolution, which is based on high yielding variety seeds. So okay, under this PL 480, actually US used to supply us food packets or wheat, but they purposely delayed it, and we didn't had much forex also at that time. So we were facing the problem of forex also. So when you have facing the problem with forex, you cannot actually import, right? Production also decreased. Why production decreased? Because there was famine at that time. There was drought at that time, there was famine. So production, because of severe drought, the famine was there. So that is one reason production decreased, and we couldn't import because we had problems with respect to forex. So there is no other option. 1969, this started green revolution. So from where this was developed, HYV seeds, it was developed in actually Mexico. Okay, who did this? Who developed it? Norman Borlaug. Okay, Norman Borlaug. Actually, he's an American citizen only, but it was developed in Mexico. So adopted in India under MS Swaminathan, Dr. MS Swaminathan. So it is actually, Green Revolution is actually a package. What is a package? You need HYV seed plus irrigation plus fertilizer, and you need everything in large scale. Mainly economies of scale you need to use, right? Large amount of land holding etc. is required so that you can get the maximum profit. Economies of scale you need to use. You can write achievements. Achievements, you can write productivity increased. Productivity means till then per acre, let's suppose this area, let's suppose 1 quintal was the production, now it is increased to let's say 3, 4, 5 quintal. Okay, so productivity increased, obviously production also increased. That's why we became food rich country. So productivity increased, so production increased. Hyphen self-sufficiency in food grains. That resulted in self-sufficiency in food grains. Second point, you can write intensive cultivation. Okay, now the problems or the failure you can write. Main success is actually we became food, we are not depending on anyone, we became food rich country. The problem, narrow coverage. Narrow coverage, right? It is not applicable in all the states. Like mostly it was in Punjab and Haryana. So, and also specific crops are only covered, right? Not all the crops like wheat, rice, jowar, bajra. So you can write under narrow coverage some crops only. Some crops. So what happened with this? I have told you before also, it lead to problem of less diversification of crops. So all those issues was there. Second point, you can write regional disparity. Regional disparity. Okay, like in bracket Punjab, Haryana, Western UP, it was implemented well. Okay, so income increased for the farmers of these region, and others income actually decreased very much. So that also created income inequality. So regional disparity, and even within region also large scale farmers only will get the benefit. The small farmers, they didn't get the benefit. I've told you already, you need everything in large scale. So small scale farmers actually suffered here. Okay, so that also you can write regional disparity and also income inequality. And one of the most important problem here that we need to discuss is actually degradation of environment. Degradation of environment. Okay, or depletion of resources, especially water resources. You keep on pumping the water, and that led to salinization of soil. Okay, and it threatened the sustainability. So just write salinization of soil threatened sustainability. It affected crop rotation. It affected crop diversification. Indian agriculture became cereal centric. Okay, so this problem was further accumulated because of MSP also. And if you remember, when we discussed about MSP also, I've almost said the same things, right? It was confined to certain crops like wheat and rice. So the production of that increased, the production of other crops decreased, diversification decreased. All these problems we have discussed under MSP also. So when Green Revolution and MSP coupled together, only many problems are there. Okay, adverse health effects also you can write because of overuse of fertilizers. Okay, so actually it was very good at that time when it was implemented, when we were facing food shortage and everything, but now the implication is very bad, right? So even actually the productivity is coming down and facing severe problems. The productivity of the soil is coming down, soil is becoming infertile, and it will be very difficult to cultivate anything new. So in this context, there is a call for second Green Revolution. Second.
Sir, in Mexico also they face the same problems.
Mexico, I don't know whether they face the same problem. See, this I just told you in this context only, this H5V seeds are developed from there, and we used it with greed. No, we just keep on without in our context only, this crop diversification problems are there. I don't know how it went over there and all, but why it was problem in it. If it was used judiciously, there is no problem. It is actually good technology only, no. It will increase production and everything, but the problem is instead of 2 cropping season, you went for 3-4 cropping seasons per year. So you are over, using resources, and you are becoming more greedy. That is actually the problem. It was the main problem. All these are actually accumulated mainly because of the attitude of the people. Okay, so second green revolution, when we discuss about it, it basically rectify the it is intent to rectify the problems in the first. So here, what should be the main features? Just write what should be the features or the features. It should cover all crops. It should cover all crops. So that narrow coverage problem has to be solved. That's what you can write as rainbow revolution. So rainbow revolution. It should cover all crops. It should be a rainbow revolution. It should be based on area specific and crop specific strategies. It should be based on area specific and crop specific strategies. Then common points you can write: organic farming to be promoted. Okay, sustainable agriculture, nature friendly fertilizer like organic fertilizer. Okay, instead of chemical fertilizer, biopesticides. Okay, you can also go for GMO, genetically modified organism related crops, so that it will be pest resistant, so that you don't want to use the pesticides. So all these are the points you can write under this. Appropriate crop rotation. So crop rotation is very important. Appropriate crop rotation. Optimal use of resources. So when we discuss about optimal use of resources, you can write here drip irrigation. I hope you know what is drip irrigation. Fertigation. What is fertigation? Fertigation is actually similar to drip irrigation only, but here in the water fertilizer will also be mixed. So that is what fertigation. So that you can use it effectively and most efficiently. So the benefits will be sustainable, healthy food, better environment. All these are the benefits expected from the second green revolution call. But you have to compromise on what? Productivity may be compromised compared to the first case, because you are using organic fertilizers, etc. Right? Now next is white revolution. White revolution. Just write one line. It is associated with sharp increase in production of milk. It is associated with sharp increase in production of milk. Launched in 1970 by National Dairy Development Board. Launched in 1970 by National Dairy Development Board. Who was the chairman? Varghese Kurian. Chairman Varghese Kurian. So National Dairy Development Board, along with UNDP, United Nations Development Program, and Food and Agriculture Organization, launched this revolution. The name was Operation Flood. Okay, so that's the white revolution. Then under this cooperative dairy development programs was there. Cooperatives will be established, like that cooperative dairy development program. So it overall impact was what? It led to increase in production of milk. It led to increase in production of milk, and that's what white revolution. Now India is the largest producer of milk. You know, in terms of per capita availability of milk, as well as in terms of production also, India is the largest producer of milk. Okay, just write one line. India, largest producer of milk. In bracket you can write in terms of production and per capita availability. Next is yellow revolution. What is this yellow revolution? What is it related to? What is in yellow color?
The iron.
1985. It is related with oil seeds. It is related with oil seeds. The person behind this was Sam Pitroda. Sam Pitroda. Okay. So in 1985, National Oil Seeds Development Project launched. Just write, in 1985, National Oil Seeds Development Project launched. In 1986, Technology Mission on Oil Seeds. Technology Mission on Oil Seeds. Don't write the full short terms. Okay. Technology Mission on Oil Seeds. Okay, actually it was successful only in the initial phase. Right, in the first 10-15 years, the production actually doubled. But later in the 90s, when we discuss about 1990s, the productivity decreased. Okay, so that is the reason why still we are importing, and we are not self-sufficient when it comes to oil seeds. We are still importing the oil and oil seeds. Okay, so later all these are merged, right? Technology Mission on Pulses, you can write in 1990. 1990 there was a Technology Mission on Pulses, and then 92 there was a Technology Mission on Maize. Okay, and this yellow revolution, 1985, all these actually merged under Technology Mission on Oil Seeds, that is related to yellow, comma, pulses and maize. Oil seeds, pulses and maize. So TMOPM, Technology Mission on Oil Seeds, Pulses and Maize. Okay, so 1990 Technology Mission on Pulses, 92 Maize, this yellow revolution that we have discussed. So all these actually merged to this. Now this was actually modified to one more was added in this. So oil palm was added to this. So that is what ISOPOM. What is this? Integrated scheme of oil seeds, pulses, oil palm and maize. So all these were again merged to ISOPOM, adding oil palm. So just need to know what is yellow revolution. That is more important for you. Okay, there was a question in 2014 in mains. What is pink revolution? That time nobody was knowing about this, and it was actually a mains question. Most of the people actually missed this question, and hardly 1% were knowing at that time. Now everybody know it is related to shrimp, it is related to meat. Okay, shrimp it is related to. Next, Technology Mission on Cotton. Technology Mission on Cotton. So launched in 2000, and there are some sub-missions also. Just make a column, sub-missions, submission on the left side and the agency on the right side. So submission first is related to research and development, promotion of research and development, and the agency is ICAR, Indian Council for Agriculture Research. Indian Council for Agriculture Research. Second submission, transfer of technology. Transfer of technology. That Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Write it completely, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Third submission, improvement in marketing infrastructure. Improvement in marketing infrastructure. So agency you can write Ministry of Textiles. Ministry of Textiles. You need to know the ministries also. Okay. Next submission, modernization of factories. Modernization of factories. That is also Ministry of Textiles. Ministry of Textiles. Okay, so these are the main technology missions. Apart from this, few other missions are there, like Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, which was launched in 2014, and then Mission on Coconut, Mission on Jute, Mission on Saffron, etc. are there. But whatever important I feel we have discussed. Okay, mainly Green Revolution is very important. You can expect a question. This was asked 2-3 times from Green Revolution. So we have done with agriculture.